Joining us right now to talk more about that is New York Congressman Lee Zeldin, a member of the House Financial Services and Foreign Affairs Committees. Congressman, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good to see you.
Let's start on Iran. Your reaction to the sanctions on Iran and this, of course, then I want to get your take on the dispute with China on trade.
I think it's outstanding. I'm really happy that the president is choosing to take a stronger stance as it relates to Iran. The Iran nuclear deal, this JCPOA, shouldn't have been entered into in the first place. It was fatally flawed for what was in it. It was fatally flawed for what wasn't in it. And we were propping up the wrong regime with a jackpot of sanction relief up to $150 billion. And it was flawed verification. It had a sunset provision. We had reasonable demands to fix the verification agreement. We still do have reasonable demands to lift the sunset provision. One of the other problems with the JCPOA was that we weren't dealing with all of Iran's other bad activities. So as they're working to overthrow foreign governments, build a land bridge to Israel, finance terror, pledging, as you were stating earlier in the show, about chanting death to America while we were negotiating it, we really shouldn't have been allowing all the red lines to get crossed, and we didn't even ask for a signature, by the way, at the end of it, and didn't allow our own weapons inspectors. So that's just some of the highlights of what was wrong with it. This president comes into office, his instincts were right on the campaign trail, that we need to take a stronger stance with Iran. And in this nation where you have millions of Iranians who want a better direction than this regime that's currently in power, instead of us empowering the regime, propping them up with money, this also helps empower those Iranians who want a better future for their nation and know that that sanctions relief would have been better spent on education infrastructure than financing terror. So kudos to the president. I fully support it. And I'm also excited to see that there are more sanctions that are going to be coming into place in the months ahead. And the last point is I fully expect these European nations and others to be maybe not all at the same time, maybe one nation after another on a different timetable. I expect them to come along and continue to be our allies in this effort.
Well, what about, Congressman, it's Lindsey Bell here, what about China? They're going to want to continue to buy oil from Iran and support this regime. How does that play into our sanctions?
Well, I think as it relates to, the P5+1, we have a few different countries with different perspectives here. I would expect to see the UK and France and then eventually Germany coming on board with the president's decision before we see China or Russia coming on board. We also need to note that the P5+1, while we're talking about these other nations, there are a whole lot of other countries as well that weren't part of the talks in developing the JCPOA that were fully supportive of the president's decision the moment it was made to withdraw. As far as China goes, I don't know if they'll ever be where we would want them on this issue because, quite frankly, they're adversaries, not allies. So I'm not expecting China to be there anytime soon, at the very least.
I will add really quickly that one way to go after the oil exports out of Iran, even if they're willing buyers like China still standing at the ready, is to crack down on the shipping insurance that's written and sold out of London. That's how you do it, because no ship without insurance is going to take on cargo. I mean, that's one way. Again, there are a lot of financial sanctions that can be used by the United States and our allies to stop this terror regime from enriching itself.
Congressman, you say you expect the Europeans to come along. What gives you confidence that they will? I mean, they're still signed on to the JCPOA, and the French and Germans have said they're sticking to it, and they could work with the Iranians to try to help them continue in the oil business. Why are you confident that they'll come along with us?
Well, first off, if I had a great suggestion, it would be when you're done talking to me, to maybe bring Ambassador Bolton on air to answer that. I know that he's coming on in a few minutes. I would say that what you have, that's right. So you have some companies inside of these countries that they have to choose between doing business with the world's largest economy or Iran. They're going to choose the United States all of the time. We saw it as the JCPOA was being negotiated, and the truth still, I mean, it's a fact that remains today.
Yeah.
So in these different countries, that is an important aspect. Now, the UK, it seems, is just about there at this point. I think that the UK has worked past their original objections and have made a lot of progress coming towards our position.
Right.
France might be a little bit behind UK and then Germany last. But I think that reality of having to choose between two economies is maximum leverage that a lot of people take for granted.
Congressman, let me switch gears because we just spoke with Candace Owens, and I want to get your take on what you want to see in terms of social media with this targeting of conservatives. Do you want to see legislation there? Turning Point USA's Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens were attacked by left-wing protesters over the weekend. They were just having breakfast at a Philadelphia coffee shop when Antifa goes and starts protesting them. Candace was on with us this morning, and she told us about the experience. Listen to this.
Yeah. That was the first time that I've ever been confronted like that in a public space, and to have it be that many people, especially, was a bit overwhelming. And the thing I was concerned about the most is they were screaming in my ear with a bullhorn. What they're trying to do is get you to react. They're whistling in your ear, and that's very loud. You know, it really affects your eardrums to hear that much noise at this distance.
So, Congressman, do you see a general problem with bias against conservatives? And what do you want to see happen here, whether it's, you know, showing up at a restaurant where conservatives are to protest that they're just having breakfast, or universities saying they don't want conservative speakers, or, you know, the things that we've been seeing on Google, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, then they come back and they say, oh, we censored it, but it was a mistake. Sorry, it was the algorithm's fault.
Well, we see Unhinged taking place at many different levels. Kudos to Candace Owens. You know, her response, staying composed as that was happening. She was showing her support for her country, her support for the law enforcement, and she was questioning as it was taking place, how can anyone be against the police? Whether it's on social media or it's inside college campuses. I had an experience just a few weeks back where one of my volunteers at one of my campaign offices, someone tried to run over with a vehicle. That person got arrested, and that became a national story for a day or two. And unfortunately, it's a story that is taking place all across our country every day. Beyond that is all the you have a whole lot of stories that aren't being talked about because it's happening all across America, from New York 1 to Philly to California.
Terrible.
And we just need to keep winning.
Congressman, thank you very much. Congressman Lee Zeldin there.